Hey there, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. This is part 2 for the middle of April 2022. This right here is part 1, and if you haven't watched part 1 yet, it is linked up in the description down below. But let's see here. With that solar calm card, you have this Imam Quayle card, and it just says the root. The IC is like the bottom of your chart in astrology, and so I feel for some of you, it's like you could literally be getting down to like the root cause of certain things in your life. I feel like you're much more sure of yourself. I feel it's kind of like one of those readings. I feel like there are like threads, that are running through the reading here, and I feel like you have choices, if that makes sense, of like which thread you choose. And I feel like this thread right here obviously is the best one. 7 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. That's like everything you want. And apparently this card wants to pop out as well, so we're gonna take it and I will show you it. But I feel like this is the path, right? And as I was saying that, this card popped off there and it says the most difficult part of a situation is over, and it just says a rainbow on it. There you go, Cancer. So we'll put that right there. With the 4 of Wands, you have the High Priestess. Definitely trust your intuition. The High Priestess normally has 2 pillars behind her. The 4 of Wands, it's basically 2 pillars right here. And it's like, what is behind I literally feel this is saying, what is behind a mystery in your life? And it's probably a celebration, right? I feel that right now we need to move towards things that we are maybe a little bit more fearful of, but I'm not talking about fearful like in a bad way. I'm talking about fearful as in it's going to require more responsibility, so you're not sure if you can handle the responsibilities. And this could be any situation, by the way. I'm speaking very generally, but I feel like it could be anything that's coming in for you. It's like maybe you're afraid of a relationship that's coming in for you. Because maybe it's like, I don't know about anyone else, but it's like, I don't want someone in my personal space, right? I like to be alone. So I totally get it, Cancer. It's like, you might be afraid of allowing someone into your personal space, but it's like, what's behind that is a celebration, the 4 of Wands. So it's like, maybe it's time to do it. Maybe you're afraid of starting a business because of all the responsibility, but what's behind it is freedom, a celebration. With the 6 of Swords, you have the 6 of Swords. Basically, the universe saying I meant what I said. So I feel like the universe is like really encouraging you to kind of have a fresh start in a lot of ways. Ace of Wands, the 6 of Swords, the 8 of Cups. I think having a fresh start is scary as well, right? If you're starting something brand spanking new where you don't have any experience doing it. But I really feel this is a fresh start. Everything is fresh in this reading. You have 2 symbols of, like I said, it's like a Empress reading. In the first reading, I was saying that you have this Deer card, the Turkey spirit, and they both kind of represent that fresh spring energy. With the 7 of Wands, you have the Moon. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. You have 2 Pisces cards here. The Moon also just represents fears. Again, the Moon normally represents fears, but there's a path straight down the middle of the Moon. The Moon doesn't say stop. The Moon says keep going, see what is at the end of the path, right? So I feel like some of you have to work your way down the path that is normally on the Moon card, because I feel like it's going to be much more successful for you. With the Deer spirit here and the Rainbow card, you have the Dove spirit. It says be at peace. I feel like the universe wants you to know that everything is working out perfectly just as it should, right? So I feel like letting go of your fears, worries, and all those other things would be a good idea. I am kind of getting like a weird communication message here as well. So don't be surprised if someone comes in and kind of offers an apology or something like that. I do feel like this could be like an offer of peace that is coming in from another person. But what I would say, it's kind of weird because, again, we have a Mercury retrograde in May 10th, and we're getting closer and closer and closer to the shadow period of Mercury retrograde. So it wouldn't really surprise me if you were getting like closure, or if someone was coming in with an offer of peace at the end of the month. With the 7 of Pentacles, you have the 9 of Pentacles. There you go. There's like our first symbol of Empress energy. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of, is like pre-Empress energy. So I do feel for a lot of you that there is this, Empress energy going on in your reading. 9 of Pentacles is a card of gratitude and luxuries. And it's like a card of like having the nicer things in life. So I feel there's like a lot of success and abundance. Like I said in the first reading, clearly there's a lot of abundance coming in for you. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands here. Nine of Wands, it's like, here's the thing about the Ten of Pentacles, is that the Ten of Pentacles, I like to remind people, is it's like, if I can hold on to the cards today, the Ten of Pentacles is like not necessarily something that you have right now. Ten of Pentacles is like building or leaving a legacy. It is a card of building an inheritance. So it can be a card of it receiving an inheritance, but it can also say that you are the one that is building a legacy. You are the one that is building something up in life that can be passed down to other people. It doesn't have to be that big either. The Ten of Pentacles is a tree of life. It is everything you want in your life. So whatever it is you want, it's like you're building up to it. The Knight of Wands, I feel, is saying be spontaneous. The Knight of Wands is a card of being spontaneous and kind of like allowing things to happen however they want to happen. So it's like you might not know exactly how you're going to find success. You might not know exactly how you're going to manifest something with the Knight of Wands, but the Knight of Wands asks you to be spontaneous and excited. It's also interesting to me that you have the Moon, which can be a card of mysteries, High Priestess, card of mysteries. The Knight of Wands, card of kind of mysteries, because he normally has 3 pyramids behind him. And the pyramids represent mysteries. He's not exactly sure how they were built. And then the Ace of Wands, like just following your desires. The Knight of Wands, also a card of following your desires. 8 of Cups, walking into darkness. It's like everything here is like saying, I feel like the path to gold is dark for you, Cancer, but not in a bad way. It's just like you need a flashlight or you need a lantern, right? Can we figure that out, what your lantern is? With the 3 of Pentacles, you have the 3 of Swords. I do feel some of you are clearly going through a heartbreak here. I mean, 8 of Cups, again, we saw this here. So I feel like some of you are going through a heartbreak, but I feel like you need to move past it in a lot of ways. It could be one of the things that is holding you back with the 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Like I said in your first reading, it's almost like something, it's like you had certain expectations for how something was going to work out, and it just didn't work out. With the Dark Lady in the chair card, you have the Desk. Here you go. It says, pay attention to your work. And you have there, just what I just said. And you have the Teapot. It says, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So there could be benefits coming in from friends in your life, but I feel like you are kind of focusing on work, or you're focusing on creation. To me, it is a very creative time, Cancer, especially for water signs. I think water signs who focus on creation or creating something are going to be very successful. With the Ace of Wands, you have the Temperance card. Temperance is like needing to make sure that you don't give up, right? And you might be saying, Chris, that's not what the Temperance card means. Well, actually, it does, because it's a card of patience. And with the Ace of Wands here, I just get the feeling like sometimes I think we want to start something, and we want to start a project, a business, or relationship, and it's like the initial things that we do, the beginning stuff, sometimes it doesn't work out. And I feel like this is saying, don't give up on something because like your first idea doesn't work out. I feel like the Temperance to me is like a molding energy. Sometimes we have to kind of like work something like clay, to get it to fit or whatever. So I feel like for some of you, it's like this energy is saying like, don't give up on a project, a business, an idea, a relationship that you're working on. It just needs like a little bit of work, whatever you're doing. With the 4 of Pentacles, you have the 5 of Swords. Again, some of you could be going through a separation, or you could be separating away from something that you thought was going to be, that you thought was going to last much longer. Here's the thing, is it's clarifying the 4 of Pentacles. The 4 of Pentacles is boring. 4 of Pentacles is like the same. Everything is the same with the 4 of Pentacles. So I feel like a lot of you are kind of leaving something behind that has become boring, but maybe it's a comfort zone. Again, Pisces have a very similar message, which is always interesting to me when 2 signs get similar messages, but it really is striking me like you could be leaving something behind that is really stuck. It's not really going anywhere. It could be a relationship, it could be anything. With the 8 of Cups, here you go. Again, 9 of Wands, don't give up. Just like I said with the Temperance card, I really got that feeling on the Temperance card that it was more talking about like working something together, or, he's pouring water back and forth between 2 cups. He's trying to turn water into wine. And, I feel for a lot of you that this is like saying it's okay to like work with something. It's okay to try to massage something into place, right? And that's what I get here. With the Turkey spirit, you have the Badger spirit. It says, be fearless, be bold. There you go. I feel like you have to charge towards something that you want. You have to be like a badger. I feel like you have to not give up on something. And it's like you have the 7 of Wands. over here in your first reading, in the first part of your first reading, right here in the first part. So, Seven of Wands to me is like this. It's a card of conviction. It says when there is no other way than for you to be successful, then there is no other way. So, yeah, interesting. With the Hierophant, you have the Two of Pentacles, card of hard work, card of putting in the work as well. Two of Pentacles reminds me to work hard and play hard. So if you're working hard, I would also be playing hard with the Two of Pentacles. I also really feel, it's interesting to me that the Temperance card is like pointing at the Two of Pentacles here, Cancer. To me, I feel like this is kind of like saying you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And I mean this in any area of your life that you're trying to improve or whatever it is you're going for. I really feel this is saying go for it. It's saying don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Knight of Wands, You have that Knight of Wands with the Ten of Pentacles, which is everything you want in your life. Knight of Wands, he wants something. He desires to have it. He just goes for it. There is no other way, right? And this whole entire reading is basically saying that. It's like saying whatever you want, love, business, money, spirituality, whatever. It's like, I feel like it's saying you can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You have to be all in on something. With the King of Swords, you have the Four of Swords, card of recovery. I do feel like a lot of you should watch your health at this time, for sure. But at the same time, I feel like you're kind of like healing. I really feel this is not really talking about anything other than meditating and things like that. And with the Five of Pentacles, you have the Three of Wands, card of expansion. Three of Wands is like, what are you waiting for? It's a card of waiting for the perfect moment when there never will be a perfect moment. But more importantly, it's a card of expansion and growth. And, I feel for a lot of you, it can also be a card of an adventure. Normally, there's a guy standing at the top of the Three Wands with the Three Wands, and there are 3 boats in the water. It's like, a lot of people read Three of Wands as your ships coming in, which is correct, right? But it could also be ships going out. He might be looking at those ships, and he could be saying, I want to go on an adventure. And you have too many cards of adventure here. Ace of Wands, you have the Six of Swords twice, Knight of Wands here as well. So you have a lot of these cards that say, like, go on the mysterious adventure, and you'll be successful. But I also really feel that the most important part of this reading is I feel like it's saying you need to be all in on one thing. I always make the joke, right, that you can't half-ass one thing. You have to whole-ass one thing, right? And I feel like that's what this reading is encouraging you to do. Is like, be all in. That's what I'm getting here, and whatever it is you're doing. And I feel like you'll be very successful. So thank you for being here, Cancer. Really appreciate it. Make sure to watch your Sun, Moon, and Rising for a full picture of what's going on for you at this time. But thank you, and definitely enjoy your month.